I have to say, I'm really enjoying the direction this series is taking. Like I mentioned last week, I wasn't a big fan of the previous series, which I believe it was Chaos Head was the original. This one is just so much better. I am so on board with not only the pacing that the series is taking, as it feels like it's not trying to go super fast and over the top, which some might be saying, but didn't you see the ending where she literally got stabbed and killed? Yes, the ending was a little shocking to see how fast that happened, but in terms of everything else with how they're investigating these cases of these Sumo stickers that literally are everywhere and people are just replicating them and you can't really see what is the original, what is not, unless you have a fine eye for detail like our main characters who spotted it around this wall here, this is actually matching up with the original, the rest are kind of counterfeits. But everything with kind of the pacing and direction it's taking, it feels to me like they're not rushing into things. It's not, we need to immediately throw some crazy shit at you right away. Sure, they did at the end of the episode, but throughout this episode, it was a fairly tame episode. It was introducing you to the concept of these stickers and the fact that they are replicating the mass murders that happened previously in the original series, and it's actually very slow in a lot of ways. But never does it actually feel that slow because of the direction they're taking it, and just the overall cast is just fun to watch, unlike the previous entries cast. So I'm just really enjoying this for what it's doing and how much it's doing, all at the same time without it feeling fast or too slow paced. It just, honestly, the pacing is perfect in this series. Now, before Nano got shanked literally at the end of the episode, she just seemed so weird. Like, she literally seemed like she was hiding something, like she knew more than she was letting on. Everything about her personality, the way she was acting, it just felt strange, more so than her just trying to protect our main character here. It did seem like she was, or she had some sort of insight on what was going on more than she was letting on, and I was like, okay, I wonder where this is going to go. And then to see the ending where she was going to where they placed the camera, to me, which looked like she was just trying to remove the camera so he wouldn't get involved in things like that, but based on how suspicious she's been acting, I wouldn't be surprised if she had some connection, and that's actually why she got killed, and it wasn't just because she was taking the camera, but because she was meant to be the target for whatever knowledge she may know. At least that's what I'm thinking. I've been having a weird suspicion about her ever since the first episode, and this episode just confirmed everything that I thought, or at least to me it confirmed it, where she literally knows more than she's letting on, and that's probably why she was the victim at this scene here. But what's really interesting is one of the original Sumo stickers is at a hospital, and apparently the person who is placing these stickers is at this hospital, and if I'm not mistaken, now it's been a little while since I watched the original, if I'm not mistaken, back in Chaos Head, the main character, well, the older main character, as there was two of them, because there was the younger one who was a delusion, and then the older real one, he was at that hospital, but he did end up dying, so I'm curious if the original main character from Chaos Head is the one at that hospital and the one doing everything here, because I do feel like they're going to tie it back to Chaos Head in some way. I don't think they're just going to completely ignore it, as there has been so many hints to the original, even with the previous episode there, and I feel like it wouldn't be surprising if the main character is up to something here, or has some sort of relation to these stickers, or he is going to be involved later on in the series. If not, I think it has to be someone from the original series, as that hospital and the way the Sumo stickers is, everything about this being so similar to the original murders, I don't see how it couldn't be him or someone close to him in the original series. If it isn't, that's going to be a complete shock to me, like, literally. You know, I loved Occultic 9 from the previous anime season, but this is just so much more enjoyable to me. Like, it just has everything I wanted the original to have, such a interesting cast that even when you're not like, oh, if this person dies, I'm not going to shed a tear, like, no, like, I didn't care that she got stabbed. It was more of, oh, I wonder how the main character is going to react when he sees that on the camera. But I loved watching all the characters. Like, even with this girl, before she got stabbed, her talking to her father and reflecting on the past and what they had, it was interesting to me. Like, nothing about these past two episodes has been boring, slow, or felt like they were dragging on to get to the good stuff. This all feels like the good stuff. The visual presentation is stunning to me. Sure, it doesn't go over the top and overboard, but there is a nice touch to it that when they do want to amplify the animation or art style to give it an extra level of a boost, they do that, and the voice acting so far has been incredible. Like, I don't think anything about either the visual or the audio is going to disturb anyone. The only thing that might be a turn-off point is some may either A, be confused with the previous entry and some of the tie-ins that they have there, as some people may not understand completely what the original was, as it was a confusing anime to say the least, but it did sort of make sense by the end. They did go a little too over the top and over-explain things to make it sound smarter than it was, but it did have an understanding basis that it went for. But this one, the main issue I could see some people having is they feel like the cast may be too large, and because of that, when people do end up getting killed, they don't feel for them, but I don't think that's the point. I think it's more the point of figuring out what the hell is going on and why are people getting killed, not feeling attached to people when they get killed. At least that's how I'm enjoying it, and that's why I love this series so far. But like I mentioned, this is just such an enjoyable series to me. This is one of my favorite series from this season, and I love this season. There's 11 series I'm following, and I'm just having a blast with each and every one of them. This was another fantastic episode. I do think that hospital tie-in with the stickers has to be related to either the main character of the previous series or someone from the original series. At least that's what I'm going with. But for anyone who watched the episode, what did you think of this? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What are your own personal theories to this? Please no spoilers from people who have either played the source material or read it. I forget what this is. I always do. I believe it's a visual novel. But anyway, if you experience the source material, please no spoilers. And as always, please be sure to like the video if you did enjoy it and subscribe if you're new to the channel. So until next time, everyone, please take care and have a good one.